I don't know if I'm going to make this as he cooks or not. This might be the only video, in which case, Zeos, you can delete this if you didn't continue making the food. But I've got so much shit I'm going to try to make into this meal at nearly 9 o'clock at night at 8,164 steps. I'm just like, maybe I should. Okay, so here's what I got. I've already sous vide a prepackaged thing of chicken. These are chicken, Peruvian-inspired delugi foods. Peruvian-inspired boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And I don't know what that means, Peruvian-inspired, but I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna put them in my mouth. So they were pre-packaged, pre-seasoned. I just threw them in a pot with the sous vide machine, set it to 104. It was between 148 and 150. And I'm like, well, that's 149. Just say 149. And you could have anywhere from 1 to 5 hours. I give it 2 hours. It's just gonna sit in the warm water until the rest of the meal is done. That's why I love sous vide. I was originally gonna make for lunch, I was gonna make some dried noodles, and then I remembered, you've got fettuccine, fresh, soft, refrigerated fettuccine, contains eggs and wheat. And I'm like, cool, I could do this with a pesto or something. Then I also realized I bought so much fucking garlic I could die. Like if I was a there's no vampires. Here are the peppers, and the peppers. Oh, now I have to keep filming it. So I'm gonna be watching an Always Sunny episode right now and then the podcast, because the Always Sunny boys make a podcast. So I'm gonna make, and then I have ricotta cheese, like a lot of that. Okay, my brain. Mushrooms and peppers and onions. Mushrooms, do I have onions? Where are my onions? Do I have a whole bag of onions? Wait, I don't have onions. Bitch, I bought a whole bag of onions. Where'd my onions go? There's my onions. Okay, I got onions. Oh, and there's pasta's wraps. Pasta, I found the little bitty wraps. They're under the onions. That's onions and pasta don't get along. Okay, so the problem is the prep work for all these fucking vegetables is fucking absurd. I'll take the smallest of the white onions and the last of the yellow onions. Because that's what I would usually just make mushrooms and onions and that'd be done. But I have peppers that are gonna, they all go bad. I never make enough. I don't have enough sausages in my life. So what I'll do is, it'll be mushrooms, onions, and then some peppers too. I gotta use a double red. Little small red's like a runt. I'll use the runty red. And then leave these 3 for something else. And then I'll have the fettuccine will get just tons of garlic. And then this will just be sauteed in a pan. And that's it. That's dinner. We got chicken. I could cut the chicken up too, because I could eat the chicken. I'm fucking hungry. Oh God, this is how food actually happens around here. I don't know if you guys have it. Oh, I put the bacon out. I took the bacon out. That's right. I told myself that I don't cook bacon except for breakfast. I never put it in foods. My cousin is sort of like the king of putting bacon in fucking everything. But I bought this fresh bacon, Joseph uncured hickory smoked bacon from Wegmans. They sell it like as a delicatessen. And I bought it for $5 and I made half of it for breakfast the other day, and I'm gonna put the other half of it in my food. Now the question is, where? Do I make it bacon and garlic fettuccine, like with a cream sauce? Or do I throw the bacon in with the mushrooms and onions and peppers? I feel like the bacon could work in either, but I'm not gonna inflict it on both. You know, we're gonna go with fettuccine. Bacon's going fettuccine. Okay, bacon's going fettuccine. We need to get that garlic peeled. For those of you who don't know how to peel garlic like a boss, there's a 2-step method I've learned now. There's the steam and the bang. You steam it and you bang it. So here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna pop this in the microwave for like 15 seconds. Just drop them down. It should be fine, or maybe it won't be. I'm just gonna hold that. Just hold that. If you hold that, it runs. My sharp, if you hold it, it runs. We're not trying to cook it. We're just trying to get it hot enough that steam loosens the outside. There's a lot of it in there, so I'm gonna give it like 11, 12 seconds. 12 seconds? Okay. With hot to the touch. Great, that's good news. Now we're gonna bring it here while it's still hot. We're gonna find the proper lid, the IKEA lid. You have to have a good grip on reality to do this, and then you do this. My upper arms are fucking killing me. Sorry, that isn't a move I do all the time. Anyway, what we've done now, I could blow this away. This one still has a bunch attached because I'm an idiot and I put an entire, what's it called in there? But look how many are just like, that's it. This completely out of everything. Completely out. Completely out. That's a shell. Completely out. Yeah, they're all basically, and then that wasn't in a giant dumb clump, is now just a completely stripped piece of garlic. The steaming, you could do it just the abuse, just the pot abuse can do it, but I find the steaming and then pot abuse really gets it off there. I need a little baby bowl. Oh, so cute. Oh, this one still has skin on it. This one still got the skin on. You know what? Anything else? It's just super loose. You're loose. You could tell by picking it up and squeezing it. You're a weird color. I don't like you. And I've got so much of it. All right, the ones I've taken out of the... You're a little weird, messed up one. Wow, you're huge. You're fucking huge. All right. The ones that I broke apart now will get the... Oh. You're probably like, Zeos, you cook like a real man. I do. Every single one of them peeled. Nope. Every single one of them except for this one peeled. That one's peeled. That one's... There's nothing left. So basically, if I owned an Italian restaurant, which I don't, it's just weird, I should own one. I'd get myself one of those paint shakers from the store, and I'd just have empty paint cans, and I'd be like, put like 6 fucking things in there, be like, give it 5 minutes. I'm gonna add a little Friskies to this. It's gonna be delicious. By the way, Friskies shreds turkeys and cheese and gravy. It used to say Friskies with turkey, because that means Friskies was the first thing, which Friskies is an undefinable thing. Like Friskies isn't a thing. But like Cheerios are a thing. So Cheerios with turkey would be mostly Cheerios and then some turkey. So it's the same concept. God, I'm hungry. No, that's not a thing I have to worry about. So we're probably doing this way out of order, and I should just... This might be one of those meals that I completely consume before anything's done. That was a lot of steam on my armpits. It's fine. This is going to take literally seconds, but I don't want to drop it in a clump. I just want to sort of unfold this. There we go. I found the end. It's like shoelaces. Delicious shoelaces. I try to go, every time I go to Wegmans and buy the fresh stuff, it's not cheap. But what's good that's cheap? I mean, really. I'm going to use the tongs to sort of bring this around. I don't know if I salted that water. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Don't fuck this up. And it's going to take... We're going to obviously pull it out of there so you could salt it a little bit more. Like if I was doing the method where you boil it and then there's nothing to strain out, I wouldn't salt it as much, but this is going to float in here and it's going to absorb some of that salt, not all of it. It'll only absorb some of it. Put this back up to high. Get that back to a boil. The bacon's going to need to go in a pan. This is my little copper thing that someone said on this channel to buy. So I did, and I really don't use it. Like, you need that for the heat distribution. And I'm like, it's too big. I bought the biggest one, but you can see my pan perfectly fits it. But, like, first of all, the Breville doesn't need it, because the Breville's fucking a Breville. I wonder what's in this. I just cleaned it. I'll give that a wipe. I'm gonna give that like a I don't know what's in you wipe. Oh no, I got water in my chicken. Before you get too hot to touch. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Maybe it's just water spots. I know, we're just gonna gently cook this bacon. We don't have to like crisp it. We're just gonna get it not raw. Which just feels very weird. For bacon, like I don't know if it's because it's fresh, but every package of bacon has never felt like this. This feels like, I don't know if you're feeling the texture of bacon. Yeah, we just need to get you cooked so I could chop you up. So It's on the smallest burner. But I'm just gonna leave that there. And now I touched it with my hands. I have this kitchen and I don't use it for Z-Cooks anymore. It's very, very sad. But this is like the first meal in a while that I feel like I'm doing some experimental shit. Like I don't put bacon in things. You ask anyone in my family. My cousin will be like, he's a heretic, he doesn't put bacon in everything. And I'm just like, I don't want bacon in everything. I don't mind bacon for breakfast. I don't like bacon on my hamburger. I would make only a few of these marshmallows. But unfortunately, that's stupid because wow, I did it again. Mushrooms don't last very long. Like you have like, I think I bought them almost a week ago. And we're getting to that point where it's like, use these or throw them away. And if I cook with them and I even have a bunch of leftovers, they will still be good for like, oh, there's no sink room. They'll be good after I cook them for about a week. So, like if you've got like a raw chicken in your fridge and it's going bad, like you're on like day 6 or 7 of it, and it's like, you get near day 10, and it's like, and then you cook it, and all of a sudden, your cooked chicken can now sit in the fridge for another 5 to 7 days. You literally extend its life. So maybe if you're getting really old and you want to live longer, cook yourself. Raw humans go bad after 80 or 90 years. Who knows how long they last cooked? Am I gonna cut these? Probably, I wanna eat today. If you don't cut them, you can still cook them. It just takes for fucking ever. Let's leave that in there for a second. We're gonna need, the bacon's starting to sizzle. Let's get out the big plastic cutting board. Move the other sous vide. We need to cut these up. I need a done bowl. Yeah, I'll get an actual bowl. Ow. This is almost empty. I'm gonna drink out of it. You can't stop me. I really like apple cider. Like, I really like apple cider. Going full chef's knife. I'm trying to get more comfortable with doing it towards me. If you ever watch a butcher, they're always going towards them, and I find it does make the knife much sharper than going away. All right, we're lowering that down. That's almost done, actually, which I'm gonna need another bowl to put that in, smaller bowl. Because it's fresh pasta, so it's just basically water absorbs into it instantly. We'll try one piece, hold on. Perfect size. Molto bene. Is very good. Very bene. I'm not going to strain this, I'm just going to pick it up like this and plop it in here. Oh, the bottom of this just got real hot. It's like I took it out of boiling water or something. I don't know. Oh, what am I doing? Ta-da! Look, it's like monkeybusiness.co.il. Oh yeah, baby, look at that. Oh yeah. Cause get it? It looks like spaghetti, but it's for noodle grabbing. Because I did this a while back. I did this a couple weeks ago, probably with this exact same pasta. And I'm just like, God, I wish I had one of those things that grabs pasta. Which, guess what? It's failing now that we have like 3 pieces left. I lift this up. Can I get like a better handle on the situation? Nope. It's fucked. Everything sucks. Back to this. Or am I gonna actually have to get a strainer out? Well, that got most of it. Then I have to get in here with the specific gravity glue. That bacon is gonna be beautiful. There's just like, no. Nope. Nope. Just no. Cold. I'll try to save those last few pieces of pasta. Wait, do I save some of this water? People are always like, you gotta save some of the starchy water. What could I put the starchy water on or in? Do I need it? I'm gonna bury the garlic in it a little bit. I don't know why. Just people are like, do we gotta save the starchy water? It's the best part. I'm like, all right, cool. All right. There's the pasta that I could not thing. That's off. I guess I could actually, well, I might have saved too much of this starchy liquid because I do need to saute the garlic, so we saved a bunch of it. Here we go. Just whole, just whole. Nope, we don't need salt because we've got bacon, which I could actually probably not flip and then throw it in there and saute it with the garlic. I haven't even begun to chop mushrooms yet. Jesus Christ. This is not how you do this. Watch this whole video to the end and then back the fuck up and be like, all right, how should he have done it? Well, he should have started cutting vegetables about 20 minutes before he did anything else. 3 is fine. You go 1, you go 2, you go down the middle. 3 slices. I could buy these pre-sliced, but they're like $1 less a pound. Plus Costco doesn't sell them pre-sliced. I'm making all my Costco food. See, I go to shopping at Costco with the intention to make like 5 or 6 wonderful dinners in a row. And then I end up making one and it feeds me for 3 days, or I order out the next day, or I'm with friends and like they're not cooking here. And it's just like, so that's the one thing I've learned. Go to Costco, prepare to freeze half the shit you thought you were going to cook. Because I always come back from Costco not intending to freeze anything. Obviously, I'm going to make 6 steaks the next six days. No, you got to freeze everything. Let me get the bacon out of there before I burn the bacon. Although, crispy bacon is not bad in something, but it goes against my morals, so. Oh, I forgot to add, I want to add some fats to that. Oh no, my bacon. That's right, I'll deglaze this pan with like my face. Yeah. I'm actually gonna shut that off because that pan is so fucking thick. I can't really saute in butter. I mean, you can saute in butter. Let's do olive oil because oh, low again. I put it on high. I fucked up. Let that do its thing here. Cover that. Put it on low. Let it saute. This is off. Let it just sit there. It's cooking. Actually, if I put another lid on that, if I do this, make sure the bacon's cooked. Because it's weird because it doesn't look raw. Like raw bacon always in a package looks raw, and that bacon almost looked like it was ham. It was very strange. It's very strange. Shit, is Sweet in here? I may have left the cat in here. Swede, Echo, all lights on 100. I may have locked the cat in the house and I don't remember. And that's not a good thing because I was going downstairs. I'm like, okay, cool. You want to be in the house? You're getting locked in the house then. Which you had access to the basement. So I could check my security camera footage on my phone. Because he was outside and he decided to come in. And I'm like, fine. But now his brother's out there and it's going to be cold tonight. I don't want his brother to be alone. So I got to let him back out so he can cuddle until his brother decides to come in here more freely. Shit. It's called being a bad pet owner. Let's check the security footage first. All the doors are here closed. He'd probably hide in the basement if he was somewhere. Hold on, minimoozing. Let's go to the videotape. Ignore my ass for a second. Okay, yeah, we definitely have cat activity there. At 19:28, he went downstairs, and no cats returned, just me. 19:28. That's an hour and a half ago. He's in the basement somewhere sleeping. Because I was making the chicken, and I was just gonna do some reviews, and I figured he would come over and say hi during the reviews, and he never did that. There's some of that pasta that was left in there, got burned, so I gotta take that shit out. That's literally fodder. We don't like that. Although fried pasta is a thing that some people enjoy, and I particularly don't. Do not enjoy it. This will be fine. Oh, I took out a piece of garlic before. Oh yeah. All right, now we have mushrooms. So we have to, different cutting board. I'm discombobulated. This is coming out. We're just gonna hit this with a sword. A kitchen sword. Where do you keep the kitchen swords? That should be a thing. Okay. Pushing hard because fat is rubbery and will bounce. And I want this to be like little pieces of bacon. There we go. Okay. This can now go in there. Now I'm tossing it with olive oil and garlic. So that's basically what's in here already. I feel like that's enough pieces of garlic. It may not be enough olive oil. What am I looking for? The tongs? Tongs are there. I really need to get a different spinning method. The garlic will get super soft as you're cooking it, and you'll be able to cut it with like a wooden spoon. Which this is not a wooden spoon. I should have grabbed a wooden spoon. Get all that. I said a cream sauce. I didn't really mean that, but I could. What we need to do is we need to throw a little bit of butter in there. Unsalted butter? I think unsalted butter. Half this stick should do. Give it the squeeze. Because if I've added bacon, I might as well have butter. I also have ricotta cheese, which I don't know what to do with that. This will give me a little bit more to deal with here. We need to get some vegetables going. This is making me feel uneasy with how much there's going on here. Trying to keep this garlic in the pile of all the foam. Look at the butter foam. Oh, Jesus. All right. At least the 2 onions for now. Let's get that back. Oh, fuck, there's so much. All right, you need to go in here. All of it. And we can't put these in the pan first. That's a rule. We should have done the onions first because they take way longer to cook than the mushrooms. You saute the onions for a good 5 minutes beforehand, and then you go back, toss the mushrooms in. Sorry, we got this. This is real time. If you have the length of this video to make a meal, all you need is the stuff beforehand. It's called edging when you cut this off. Make sure you look it up on the internet. They call me human. And take off the first layer. Anything that might be green has to come off of this. Green onion, sour, weird onion. You don't want that. You want that beautiful white skin. Grew up relatively poor, and you had to try to get as much of the fucking fruit or vegetable as possible. So you removed like the thinnest layer of skin, even if it was bitter underneath it. Like this is kind of green, so I would remove this thinner layer. It also helps you take the skin off. The skin could be a bitch. But that first layer will break right off. That's green on the inside. What do we got? That's one. Don't fall in the garbage pail. I did that different than the previous one. Why? Because, I don't know. I obviously meant to do it on purpose. I wouldn't do it don't do anything by accident. Don't get this in your eye. Don't slide it on your countertop either. I don't know how many fucking flies I've murdered on this countertop today with the fucking, that thing. I had the doors open for the cat, which the cat is now down in the basement somewhere. Oh, shit. It's not gonna be super cold, but I don't want Mandrake outside just chillaxing on his own. I want him to think he's abandoned because he's already lost another cat, and his brother's now gone missing. They can both stay in here. I worry Mandrake's gonna start spraying it. They're both unfixed males, that's the problem. But I can't get close enough to them to like put them in a carrier and bring them to the vet. I'd have to trap them, completely break all the trust that I've developed over the last fucking 6 months, which is not a lot because they don't like me regardless. Oh, I'm crying. Oh, this is a lot of onion. Oh, the onion. Oh, and then I'm gonna spend some time just breaking this apart because trying to do it in the pan with the fucking thing sucks. These are easy. These quartered ones are the annoying ones. Oh, fuck. Oh, where are my ski goggles? Actually, ski goggles have vents. You don't want to use ski goggles. Make sure when you're breaking them, you don't break them like, you don't like snap it at you with the juice. Oh, it's onions. Big white knob. It has the juice. I can imagine more beautiful things. Whoa, did I just date this video? Okay. This actually will still be warm from previous. All right, battery 8 exploded, or at least got too wide to pull out. I had to like force it out. So switch to battery 1, retiring battery 8. All right, shutting this off. Dumping in the pasta. Just got all the onions in here. I should have rubbed this down with butter when I threw it in that. Or grease or something to keep it from sticking, but I figured there's gonna be so much when I do this if I got it done fast enough. I didn't quite get it done fast enough, but we have, it's getting in there. It's working its way in. Let's shut this off. Yeah. Let's just keep tossing it around and it'll loosen up and it'll hydrate with fats and become nice and slippery. I feel like I need to put peas in this for some reason. That feels like a very Italian fucking meal. I wish onions were better, like, for you, like green vegetables. Everyone's like, eat your green vegetables. If green vegetables were onions, oh my God. I could eat these all fucking week. Put onions, collard greens. Put some onions in my fucking marzipan. What is that? What is that? It's onion. Big fucking white piece of shit that hurts your eyes. I can't wait to put in my mouth. It's onion. I need him to come upstairs to use the litter box is what I need. I don't want him downstairs because he doesn't know where the litter box is. This might be the first cooking video with a cat hunt in the middle of it. I mean, he'll come up for food and he knows there's water here. The problem is there's food, water, and litter box up here. I only let him in the basement because I was down there and I knew he was in the house. And then I forgot he was completely in the house because, you know, that's what happens. Coming out nice, actually. I have it on low, and this is the smallest burner size, so the fact that it's cooking so nice, this might be the... Because this pan is super thick. This Bravo was like fucking $200. So it's like fucking thick, which means it holds the heat. It distributes the heat well, like the copper slab is supposed to do. The problem with the copper slab is it slows everything down to like a fucking crawl. And I wouldn't boil water with it. That's dumb. I'd have to be making very specific like soufflés or something. I have to like pancakes. I would use the copper plate to make the pancakes, just so I get the most even heat possible. Now I would normally salt this, but I'm on a lower salt diet, so we're not going to do that. Besides, I think I've already limited myself. Oh, look how soft that fucking... Oh, the garlic mashed. Oh, I love it. So I'm gonna mash a few of these bigger pieces of garlic now that they've reached their perfect thing and stir them around. I don't mind getting a mouthful of like an entire fucking clove. Oh yeah, get in there. Oh yeah, just smush them. Smush them up good. All right, the onions are on low. I didn't put any fat in this, by the way. I didn't add anything. This is just whatever was left from the bacon and love. Unless I did add a fat, I don't remember. I did olive oil for this. I guess I'll... Oh, do I have to buy olive oil? I have to buy olive oil. All right, I'm gonna try to rest this with the spoon holder where it belongs. Those aren't ready. I'm gonna reduce this to 2 peppers. Not for like, just because I feel like the ratio is gonna be off. We're gonna do it the fast cut method, where you just cut around like this. If you want, you can try to take the bottom, that little square off the bottom, and then you just dump it. They're peppers, really colorful knobs. Don't have much juice, don't have much juice. But man, they got them seeds. I blame the internet for making me sing that, mostly Princess Pasta. Can I do the ultimate in cheater? Holy fuck, I just stacked 2 peppers into 4 stacks. I'm cutting 4 peppers at once, boys. Oh, there's fucking food crimes about to get committed up in this. You know what, let's do the last pepper too, fuck it. That went so well, I have to slow myself down. I gotta check my onions. Oh, I hit the seeds. Cut that. Dermp. Stack them 3 high. Should be easy considering I just did a 4. The knife is nice and sharp. The nice sharp knife. The peppers aren't like old and leathery. Oh, just equipment, man. Sometimes the equipment matters. Oh. See, those rings are like inside each other, and I'm doing that thing that I wanted to avoid. We're getting to the point though where these are starting to turn a little bit transparent. They're losing their opacity. Peppers first. I was trying to put that on top of there. My brain is just fried, like these peppers are about to be. It's corn. See that? Piece of the skin or a piece that was too thin and just turn into I hate those. You find those that get in your mouth. They usually stick to the edges like that. That one's not quite as bad, but I'm still taking it out. That's why you take out that first layer. to try to avoid that shit. Obviously, Satan's keeping an eye on this. You know, considering we're on like low on the smallest burner, we're still cooking at a decent tick right now. There's a big piece of garlic. I'm trying to break up all the gigantic pieces of garlic. I don't mind a little one in my mouth, but I do mind if it's like half a fucking bulb. Let's try some of this. All right. Don't yell at me, but I'm gonna add some cheese to that. By the way, this bag of cheese from Costco now, 2-pound bag, $18 fucking dollars. I know inflation's a bitch, but it's a bitch that can eat my ass, because I'm about to put like $3 in cheese on there, for fuck's sake. I love Romano cheese. It shouldn't be $18 a bag. And I looked, it was more expensive to buy the ungraded brick. What the fuck? I'm just gonna shake it. I'm not gonna stir it entirely. I'm just gonna get it like in the cracks. God, that pasta's good. Fresh pasta's always got, you know, more of that like skin. It's just like film, hard to film. And you watch me put the onions in. I didn't see any that looked like it was gonna turn into that. It just does. It's like a curse. All right. This cooked enough. Mushroom time. I might need a bigger fucking pan for this. Holy shit. I'm glad I'm eating with 7 other people tonight. It actually is Canadian Thanksgiving, so happy Canadian Thanksgiving, internet. This is for you guys. I don't make a turkey. We do that in November here. Pasta made a turkey. I wish she would have filmed it. It would be amazing. When she was looking for, she filmed a bunch of it. She put on her Snapchat. But like the giblets, and she's like, what the fuck do I do with giblets? And I honestly don't know. I just know people like them. So you cook them separately, you wrap them, you add them to the stuffing. But like if I just, like my sister likes to eat the neck. How the fuck do you eat the neck? I almost feel like I'm gonna need the salt just to get rid of the moisture from the mushrooms. Do I have a lid for this? I might be able to steam this a little bit. Get it cooking faster. Oh, that's too small. Actually, there's my Brayville lid from Brayville.com. I don't like solid lids because it makes the excitement. It's not there anymore. I cut bacon on this. I probably shouldn't be washing it off. This is sacrilege. That's the sacrilege right there. But I'm gonna get the chicken out of the water. Thank you, Matthew Miller, for leaving that here. There's a sauce, which I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet, or if I need to keep it. It was sort of like what it was. I could probably dump the sauce, but that feels wrong. It just felt wrong. It felt wrong not to swing. Great line. When Shyamalan used to make good movies, like Signs is an honest-to-God good movie. If you watch Signs, and I've rewatched Signs like 10 times. All the performances are off the fucking chain. The tension, it was a story told from like a perspective that, oh wow, this just turned into goo. I wasn't like, it's not normally, spoilers, it's about aliens, but from the perspective of one family in a house in Pennsylvania, which relates to me. I'm a house in Pennsylvania. So it's like, well, I wasn't when it first came out, but then I bought a house in Pennsylvania, even though aliens. What's his name? Joker's in that movie. Oh, he's such a good actor. He was so young in that movie too. Fuck. I don't like how everyone gets older. I'm not a fan of this whole aging thing. I want us all to stop. Although if everyone stopped aging, we'd have to also stop having children. That was the plot of Darling in the Franxx, I'm pretty sure, by the way. Spoiler alerts for an anime that kind of sucked. It had great setup, like the characters could have been great. The story could have been great. But then aliens, just fucked the end up. It was just like, but then the subplot was that humans no longer got old and died. They got old and lived, so they couldn't make kids anymore because then you'd have like a billion people overpopulating the world. So they sterilized the population, but then these other kids were born and they weren't sterilized, but they didn't tell them they could fuck, and then they figured out they could fuck and have babies and rebuild the population. I don't know. Man, Darling in the Franxx is fucked. Welcome to Z Cooks, where we discuss anime. That was... when you watch the reviews of it, because like, it's like watching a plane crash. Like, you grasp the concept of plane fall down. But when you like sit down and watch someone who's actually understands how planes work, explaining how the tension on the fucking rudder was this way, and it was not checked, the thing, so this happened. That's what you need for a lot of these anime. That's why I watch like Critical Drinker and Guguk and Mother's Basement, because they really pay attention. They're professionals. So I watched this train wreck of an anime called Darling in the Franxx. And then, should have probably covered that about an hour ago. And then like, I was like, what happened? What happened? And then they started going over it, like breaking down just how fucked it was. Like, hey, all these characters, they have one note. I am fat guy that loves you. I am prick girl. That's it. They didn't have anything else. Darling there, fucking, the guy was useless. The girl was also useless. There was no depth to any of these fucking characters. It was like, oh, they had a backstory, but that wasn't depth. Oh, God. Let's try some of this chicken. It looks too good. Told you, I'm gonna eat this entire meal. That is indeed Peruvian inspired. Kind of tastes like sand. Wait. I don't know what that flavor is. It's like a texture. I mean, the texture is weird because it cooked. If I did this again, 1 hour, out. 1 hour and 20 minutes, out. Letting it sit. Like a steak, you could let it sit, and after about 5 hours, it turns into shit. Chicken usually is better. Ribs, you got to go 10 hours. The problem is that this chicken turned into this. It's chicken paste now, which kind of ruins it. So I'm trying to let it like keep it in chunks. It definitely did not need to be more than 2 hours. An hour and a half would have probably been perfect. Oh, look at that. Our mushrooms have taken shape. Swede, come on. Your brother's outside. I wouldn't offer him that chicken. It's too much stuff and a half chicken in there for them. That's a lot. This is like 3 days worth of food. I'm gonna have to take some steaks out for tomorrow. Where is my hot sauce? Well, not hot sauce, but like, let's give it the 4-pepper blend. Let's give it some Arbol, Ghost, Habanero, and Jalapeno. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It wasn't grinding very much, but it's still in there. 25 turns of the 4-pepper blend should give this enough of a... like it hit you in the nuts. Let's turn this up also and get rid of some of that moisture at the bottom. Because now that we covered it, so none of the steam came off of it. So it's helped steam the mushrooms into like a nearly cooked state. But now there's just liquid at the bottom and it's not frying anything anymore. You can't fry in water. I don't care what Princess Pasta says. That's not how that works. So basically, when that's done, let's go look for a cat while that's doing its thing. He's down the basement. Or he didn't come upstairs, because I have a security camera. Specifically a cat security camera, right there. So I know when he walks down. So if I was a cat, Chewbacca's little hidey hole is there. Echo, turn on basement lights. Oh, She's dumb. She doesn't know how to do shit. Where would I be? I'd be someplace soft. Someplace sort of like covered. I'm building the stands for the mini splits that are going outside. He could be back there. I'd honestly be on something like soft. I'd be like sitting in my spot. I don't see him here. I don't see any cat tufts or poop, so that's positive. Maybe lay on the carpet there. This is all ripped apart because that's a dead spider. That's a fresh dead spider. Up on the seats anywhere? No. Oh joy. Well, I don't know how good the security camera is if it only sees you enter and then not where the fuck he went. He went somewhere. He definitely is somewhere. Under the steps. I'm gonna burn my fucking veggies. Alright, sweet, I'm going back up. Come on out. The Chewbacca never hid from me, and she only had certain walking patterns, so I knew exactly where she was at all times. He could also be behind the speakers. Chewbacca did that once, came out covered in fucking cobwebs. We'll double check the security feed, because it'll come up as an event as soon as anyone walks past the thing. Mandrake, come get your brother. Nope. Well, hold on. New events haven't happened yet. Let's see. Me. It's got me up twice, but not me down. Oh, there's me down. I went down faster than I went up. But no other cat references. Huh. Unless he hitchhiked behind me. That'd be fucked up. He was that smart. Alright, I think I'm going to shut the camera off. This is basic. Like, this could be done right now. This could just be done. This is done. The thing is, it's not done. Echo, turn on all lights. Telling her to turn on all lights to 100 makes all the dimmable lights come on. Anything that's dimmable reacts to the set all lights to this. When you say all lights, if you have them programmed in, then everything that can produce light comes on also, including non-dimmables. That's the difference. I'm a little upset about how the texture is in that chicken. It's like pulled chicken, like barbecue chicken, and it's not right for the flavor profile. If you clear this out, you can get, like, you like clear the center, it should boil there. I'm trying to get this to like do its thing. Steam off. Yeah, I fucked up the texture. So note to self, never ever sous vide that long. It's just like, your finger goes right through it. There's no resistance. Come on, I don't want that big piece. That's good. That's good. That's eh. And that'll probably be perfect. Actually, let's try a piece right now before I shut the camera off. There's the spice. I got it. Here, for anyone who thought I was actually lying about there being a cat, there's Swede. He's a good boy, except for when he doesn't listen to me or follow me around or anything. And he's gonna go over here, he's gonna look at the food, which I have to watch. I'm gonna go around the corner, he's backing up. He's like, oh no, human. Look, food. All right. Go ahead, food. Look at those evil eyes. Go eat food. Yeah, this is actually creating more liquid from just bubbling here, so I think I'm gonna give it a stir. I may have to siphon this out. I wouldn't want it any hotter than this, like a bigger burner. What I should do is I should stop him from going in the basement. Yeah, let's prevent further basement trips for now. And because I want him to go outside with his brother, and he'll do it. He's hanging out here a couple hours a day. It's early October. By the time November rolls around, they should figure out that maybe inside here is better. Although honestly, I don't have the heat on, so we're just suffering together. All right, here's a pop quiz question, hot shot. American citizenship test. What was New York called before it was New York? New Zealand, New Amsterdam, Staten Island, or New London? I'm pretty sure, because I don't actually 100% know this, but I'm pretty sure it's New Amsterdam. New London makes too much sense. And we fuck London. We weren't doing anything UK, so it has to be New Amsterdam because Staten Island's not it. It's not New Zealand. So.
Your answers? Yeah. Okay, now we can discuss. If it's New London, why would they change New London to New York? Because London's already an English city.
No, I know that.
Actually, no. Yeah, but the Duke of York.
Like, London doesn't quite roll off the tongue. London's already too big. What's a smaller place?
Like, I could weirdly see.
I said Staten Island.
I said New Amsterdam.
Shit.
I could see it being B. I think.
Come on.
I just like looked at this. I was like,
it's got to be New Amsterdam. New London is dumb. I remember when I was like a wee lad.
Where this knowledge from?
See, I didn't show it in my face, but when you guys said Staten Island is a place in New York, in my head I went, shoot.
This is almost done. This has been forever. I got the cat outside, tried to get him in the garage because there's a fucking possum walking around. And they're like, no, I'm gonna follow the possum into the darkness. And I'm like, great, great. The possum's chill. He hangs out in the garage sometimes and I have to kick his ass out of there. I just hope he doesn't go in there because the door's ajar. Anyway, this is now officially out of liquid and the right consistency. It was New Amsterdam. I called that shit. Okay.
Thank you, whatever YouTube shorts and YouTube.
New Amsterdam, that'd be a weird fucking city. Welcome to New fucking Amsterdam. I mean, what would the accent be like?
Borders and countries in America.
All right. This is ice cold now. Because it can't get any worse. Oh God, that's terrible. Idaho.
C, Indiana, or D, Idaho.
All right, I'm gonna try to take this piece that looks like it's still together.
I don't know if I like that. I could be wrong.
How did you
And then we're gonna take a spoonful of sugar. Oh, that's, oh. All right, you know what?
One of them strikes me.
That's what this is for. It's for the serving.
Yeah, I think I know.
Okay.
I'm not looking it in, I'm just writing it down.
Yeah, Kansas. What's Kansas famous for?
Idaho. That I know. I live here.
Potentially potatoes.
Them Idaho potatoes.
I'm just like.
Now that's a meal, plus another meal, or two, plus more meals, plus cat food. That depresses me. Oh, I need something to drink. We're gonna go special tonight, I think, if it's cold enough. I have both a Moneybags root beer, which I had to order on the fucking internet because they don't sell it at my Wegmans anymore, or a Snapple fruit punch. I think I'm gonna go Snapple fruit punch because it's also rare, but also not $4 a bottle. And I don't want the carbonation right now. So thank you all for stopping by in this unboxing / cooking consortium video.
I only know their names.
I'm gonna watch
So, might as well.
2 Brits and an Aussie fail the American societal test, and then I'm gonna watch anime and do something else. But not Darling in the Franxx, because that show was